Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and today we're going to look at the Perform X 3D bow. It's new out for PSE for 2018, and I'm just going to give you my first impressions of this bow, what it feels like to shoot. I haven't drawn it, I haven't shot it. This is the first arrows I'm going to shoot with, and I'm going to do a more intensive review of it later on. Now, a bit about this bow. It's new for 2018. New Evolve cam system, which is basically taking from the Evolve cam system of 2017, but slightly cut down, which means adjustable draw length, and the Perform X 3D is adjustable from 25 to 30.5, speed of 338 feet per second, making it the fastest of the target bows. Brace height 6.5, axle 36 inches. I'm just reading this off the weight. The weight of the bow, I think it's meant to be about 5.2. It actually feels pretty good, and the balance is just, I'm just going to stand back. That's the balance of the bow, and that's my hand open. It just is perfect. Everything is just perfect on the feel of it. It has new PSE Flex Glide, which is just a piece of carbon. They've machined out the carbon so it flexes. Roller glide. With the roller glide, bear in mind this is the wear point here where it goes through the roller glide, so you will get wear on cables. If you serve the cables, you get less wear. That's up to you. Now, this is a twin cam system. So last year, if you're familiar with the Supra or the Expression, that's a hybrid cam system. With a hybrid cam system, you have no timing issues. This is a twin cam system. So same cam, top and bottom. Now, just on that point, the issue with twin cam systems is when you draw the bow back, you need these wheels to be in time. If they're not in time, then one wheel kicks before the other. Now, the problem with that system was, for most twin cam bows, the center of the bow is not where the knocking point is. It's down here. So the wheels can never be in time because you're drawing it back off center. With the Pse Perform, this is the dead center of the string. So these wheels are always in time. So a good system. So normally your center point of the bow is there. On the Pse Perform, it is there, which is there. So these wheels are in time the entire way through. Now you have timing marks here on the wheels. I'm just hoping I can zoom in. See those little white dots? Top and bottom, so you can see if this bow's in time. Simple. PSE keep things simple. You have a draw stop just there on the module, so you can change the let off. You can buy different modules, so you can change the let off further. But one module adjusts the bow the entire range from 25 to 31. So on your Matthews, so your bows that compare to this is the Matthews TRX 38 and the Matthews Halon X Comp. They're the competitors for this bow. On the Matthews systems, you buy a module for each draw length adjustment. The comparator to this in the Hoyt is the Hoyt Prevail SVX. Draw length on those bows, I think they give you about an inch of draw length adjustment. This bow, you've got the 5 inches of adjustment. The finish on this bow is just, this is the dark cherry, and it is the most glorious color. It is better than the red. It's just like such a deep red. It's, the anodizing is perfect. It's got the standard LAS system, the standard wedge lock system here, which locks the limbs into the limb pocket, so it basically pushes the limbs. This system here, so it basically moves the limbs left or right for fine tuning. It's a good system. It features the PSE live wire string system. Now these are made on a computer. PSE put a fair bit of twists in their string. They do that for stability. They've found it creates more stability in peep rotation, so the peep should not twist at all. It's a good setup. So the cable stop is now carbon. Used to be metal, and there was some issues with the stops breaking. I'm going to say on the Expression, I probably, out of all the Expressions I sold, I had maybe 2 break. One was mine. I do shoot a lot of arrows. So yeah, overall looks good. So let's see what it feels like to shoot and to draw. So this here is smooth all the way through. Smooth. I'm about to hit a valley, hitting valley, Now with this, I hit the valley, there's no more valley after that. So the expression, the Supra, if you're familiar with those, the value on this is so much shorter, it's almost non-existent. So, which is very much in line with the Hoyt SVX and the Matthews TRX, if you're familiar with those bows. So a very short valley. So you draw back, smooth, 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 bang. But I'm going to let this bow down. So I'm in valley there and I'm peaking there. So it's not, I just shot the Expedite, right? The PSE new speed bow, 360 feet per second. That bow really drops off into the valley at the very last second, which is where you're getting your speed. This is 338 feet per second. So although the valley is very small, it is a smooth valley. So it kind of peaks, kind of like that. And then it kind of drops off, I'm going to say slowly. So the arrow is not going to bounce if you're shooting a blade rest with this bow. So in my opinion, if you're shooting the Hoyt Prevail and the Matthews TRX or the Halon Comp, I think the drop off is more severe on those two bows, so you're going to get probably more bounce on the arrow rest. This to me is a smoother drop off to the valley, but it's not a big valley. So for the people who like a big valley, the Supra and the Expression have bigger valleys than this. This is a small valley. It feels like 75%, and it is 75%. With these modules, it's adjustable to 65%. And all that's going to do is going to even shorten that valley down even further. So drawing, like this is easy, there's no pain. And then I'm back. So I'm going to take the shot and see what it feels like. Oh, yep. Yeah. So the Perform versus the Expression. I've shot an Expression for 2 years. I shot the Expression for 2 years. And I said last year with the Expression, I felt like it was dropping off compared to its competitors because it lost speed. It had a little bit of vibration in it compared to the Halon. I felt like the vibration in the Hoyt and the Expression was similar from memory because the PSE had your compression limbs. The Hoyt doesn't have compression limbs. So I felt the Hoyt was faster, but it didn't have the adjustability in draw length that the PSE had for 2017. And I felt like the Matthews didn't have the finish of the PSE or the Hoyt. So in reflection, I really like the Matthews because I like the draw cycle, I like the speed. However, I preferred the adjustability of the PSE, and I was shooting pretty good scores with the PSE. So I didn't swap from the PSE for 2017. So I said at the time that there was a little bit of vibration and I wanted more speed. And with this bow for 2018, I've got the 338 feet per second, so the fastest of the three bows. And I've got a bow now with less vibration than the other two bows. And the weight-wise, it feels pretty good. Like nothing. I'm not getting, I just shot the Expedite then and the Expedite went like this. This, I get nothing. I'm just going to move to the front so you can see that. Sorry, I'm just going to move this to the front and just have a look. Like I've got no stabilizers on this bow whatsoever. So when you fit stabilizers to this bow, you're even going to get less, but there's nothing. I had people test the Expression in my shop compared to the TRX, the Halon. Halon X is a really nice target bow to shoot, but it's 35 inches. Like it felt great, just sat there in your hand. Good draw cycle, but it only came in black and camo. Or if you're target shooter, you want the colors. But it was a nice bow to shoot, which is why a lot of the Matthews pro shooters picked that bow. But with this bow, the Perform X, if you've ever wondered why all the pro shooters swapped the day this bow was released to this bow from the Expression, and midway through the national titles, they switched. So So PSE wouldn't even let their own staff shooters shoot this bow for the national titles until the day it was released. So if you saw Alex Whiffler shooting the national titles in America, the first day he's shooting the Expression, the second day he's shooting this. You know, I can tell you, as soon as you shoot this bow, you know why he switched. It's so much better. So, I'm hoping you can see the vibration. My hand's open, so there's nothing in my hand. Like, my hands are all just relaxing. Now my hand's relaxed. See, like there's no pressure here in my hand. That bow didn't move. Nothing. Dead. Awesome. And you know, what I really like about PSE, if you give them feedback, even if it's critical, right? Even if you say, look, you know, maybe this can be improved, maybe, you know, try and improve stuff. Every year it gets better, and they don't take it as, oh, you just insulted my product. You know, we're going to drop you as a dealer. It's like, they take it, they build a better machine every year. And I appreciate it as a dealer. You say, look, maybe this could have been improved. And when I go to the factory, I talk to the engineers at the factory, and they said to me, what could we do to make our bows better? There's like 6 engineers working there, working on these bows. And it's amazing to watch them, because it's like, oh, I'm stuffed if I know what you could make better. And you suggest a couple of things, but you actually got to sit there and think, how can you make this bow better? What can you make better on this bow? And then when you see it, the next year you go, cool. Absolutely cool. This is cool. Now, my salesperson at PSE, Jay, excellent guy, works literally 24 hours a day. I don't know when he sleeps. Because Christmas Day, he emails me. New Year's Day, he emails me. During the Super Bowl, he emails me. And I think it's midnight in America, he emails me. And he gets up at 4 o'clock and does runs. Because he's huge in fitness. He said to me, Stephen, you haven't ordered any Perform 3Ds. I was like, 3D is not big in Australia. I don't sell much 3D bows. People generally want to go for the longer target bow for target shooters. So for me, the Super outsells the Expression. Super outsells the Expression 10 to 1. Okay, but I did sell quite a few Expressions. So for me, when I was looking to buy these bows, I ordered all the Performs. Now, they haven't made a Perform yet. They've only made the Perform 3D. For dealers, they've done a batch of them, and I didn't order any. And why do I have this? Because PSE sent me some stuff. They sent me 5 bows to look at, show me some of the new lineup, and I didn't order any of these, so he sent me one to try out. I pay for all the stuff, like it's shipped by air and stuff. And it doesn't worry me because everything in PSE sells, right? They're not sending me, I'm going to say junk, because some companies, they send you junk and go, oh yeah, sell this. And it's like, you've just sold me stuff that I can't sell. Like this bow, if I gave this to anyone in my shop, any of my customers, and said, go shoot this bow, they would buy it. It's that good. The finish is the best. Hoyt have a fantastic finish on their bows, and PSE have been catching them. I think 2017 was a good year for their finish. Matthews used to have great finishes on their anodizing, and they stopped it. They went to a paint finish and they struggled with the paint. PSE have knocked the anodizing out of the ballpark this year. It's not even like it's an anodizing, it's like it's an anodizing that's been painted. I mean, look at the way it glitters. It's just awesome. So just one more shot. it's just, there's nothing. It's quiet. It's perfect. It really is. Go try this bow. Don't take my word for it, because I could be just an average salesman who talks crap. This is the bow. It's got the rear mount stabilizer for your lower mount stabilizers where you want to go backwards, which is fantastic. It's got little things on the side here for people who want to add weight to left or right. Some people fit little dampeners on the side here. It's got everything you want. They've made this riser stiffer. You'd have to see the engineers to see, how much more rigid it is than the Expression. It feels stiffer than the Expression to physically shoot. And from the sales that I've heard, it's a stiffer riser, and I can feel it in the shot. To me, like going from the Dominator to the Expression, I rang PSE at the time and I said, Jay, I don't know. I was like, I'm not shooting that much better with the Expression. My scores have actually dropped. I don't know. I said it to him. I sound like I'm whinging to him, right? This is when it first came out. I remember it because I was pretty disappointed that my scores actually dropped. And Jay said to me, Stephen, he said, people had instant success on the Expression compared to the Dominator. Just stick with it, give it a month. And I did, and my scores picked up, and I shot personal best. Every 300 I've shot has been with the Expression. All my best scores, I'm shooting my best ever, and I've been shooting since I was 12, and I'm 47, have been shot with the Expression, which is why I haven't changed. Matthews produced the good bow. I was like, but I'm shooting such good scores with the Expression. I'm shooting well with it, but I knew there was more vibration in the bow. I got speed. I've got no vibration, because vibration doesn't really affect your accuracy. It's just the feel of the bow. The weight, it's not too heavy. In fact, I'm going to give it to my partner to have a go with, because I think this bow is better than the Supra. I love the Supra. I really do. The Supra is one of my favorite bows. Supra was one of my favorite bows. This is better. More expensive than the Supra. The Supra is like $1,400 odd. Price point on this is $2,100 Australian. So converted to American, I think it's about $1,700 American dollars, $1,600 American dollars. But to make this riser, it takes four times the amount of machining to make this riser. So they can make 4 Supras for the time it makes to make this riser. The amount of waste material when they make this compared to a Supra is far, I think it's massive amounts of time. They take this huge block of steel and they machine this all out. It's not the case with the Supra. The Supra is a lot less waste, a lot less time on the machine. So when you go, it's $1,400 versus $2,100, $700. It's 4 times as long to make. Now on the $700 difference in price, what's the difference between this and the Supra? It's got a different cam system, so you've really got to compare it to the shoot down, which I haven't shot yet, haven't seen one, and this is $500 more expensive. But this riser they can build 4 shoot downs while they build one of these. So I understand the $500, and I think the $500 is justified. I mean, my lawyers the cheap lawyers charge $500 an hour. The expensive lawyers are $1,000 an hour. So for me, this is it's just unbelievable value. In fact, I think overall archery is unbelievable value. To make this bow for $2,000 to me is outstanding value. Like the amount of technology, the engineering gone into this, the amount of blood, sweat and tears, the amount of research, the amount of testing they've done on this before they released it. To me, it's outstanding value. So even though it's expensive, and it is expensive at $2,000, my little puppy cost me $2,000, which you see her in the background there. And it's a lot easier to produce a puppy than to produce one of these. So I think these are outstanding values. You buy one of these, it's going to last you a lifetime, literally. And I'm going to say it with the expression. If you have an expression, you're going to shoot good scores with it. There is no need to upgrade to this bow. You upgrade to this bow if you're shooting a lot and you're like, I want the edge. So I have a kid. No, it's not my kid. I have a customer who's, I'm going to say 16. He's in the country area. He shoots every day and he's got an expression. He just brought it from me. Keen as mustard, shoots every day. Should he buy this? No, he shouldn't. But do you know what? When he's good enough to compete with the best in Australia, so when he is at a level where he can compete against me 1-for-1 and go, yeah, I'm pretty close to Steve and I can kick his butt, that's when you buy this. Because he's already got a good bow. When you want to pick up a couple of extra points out of a round, do I think my scores are going to increase with this? Yeah, I actually do. I think I'm going to shoot better scores with this than the expression straight off. And I'm going to shoot some scores with this. But it's only, my room for improvement is only minor. The difference between me and, people are going to say, yeah, you're exaggerating. Me and Hanson, he shoots 149 out of 150 for the feeders. I shoot, I don't know what I shoot, maybe 144. The difference is minor. At the top levels, there's only 1 or 2 points in it. And there's heaps and heaps of hours practice in it. So it's always more important to practice than the gear. So I kind of, this is a fantastic product, but unless you're going to put the time in, you're not going to get the results. So to my customer, Lincoln, in the thing, is it worth you upgrading? If you're going to shoot a lot, if you're going to go to World Championships, get one of these if you've got an expression, because you're going to shoot better, especially at long distance, because you've got more speed. But don't get it until you shoot the big scores, and give yourself a thing to say, when I shoot 100 plus rating or 110 rating, that's when I'm going to fork out $2,000 to get one of these bows. Because literally, it's an awesome product. It really is. PSE, to me, this is the best. It's the best target bow PSE have produced ever. But the improvement on the expression, I think the improvement on the Dominator to the expression was minor, and it was an improvement. It was an improvement. My scores did improve, but the improvement between the expression and this is so much greater that I don't even see there being a. I don't see there being a competitor for this in the 2018 lineup. The Hellon Comp is nice. It really is. It's a beautiful bow to shoot. And I would, if you're going to compare two bows, compare the Matthews Hellon Comp to this bow and then make your assessment and drop a line down below saying I've shot both and this is the one I prefer. And because I think that those two bows are very similar. I think I'm going to guess the brace heights are similar. This bow I think is a fraction faster, but this is, PSE have produced a smoking bow for 2018 in this bow. It's just, with the adjustability and everything else is in this, it's just rocking. So to the engineers, you've done a great job. This is what it should have been. It was what it is. It's fantastic. You've taken a great product and improved it further. And to all the salespeople and to PSE itself, to the owners of the factory, going, John and Pete, you've really taken a good product and improved it further. So you haven't gone, yeah, we've got a good product, we don't need to release one till 2019. They've taken that jump, and they've taken a big jump. I couldn't pick the difference between the Hoyt Prevail and the Hoyt Rival, which is the 2017 versus the 2016 Hoyt. I couldn't tell the difference. My customers couldn't tell the difference. So, if you come to my shop and you shoot the bows, people go, I can't tell the difference. You will tell the difference with this bow when you shoot it. I've had it on my bench in my shop and people are like, wow, this thing looks amazing. No one has shot it yet. So next week they're going to start shooting this bow. And I think the orders will start rolling in for this product because it is that much better. It's not even close. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Check out the new Perform X and the Perform X 3D, and consider the 3D. I think it's a couple of feet per second faster. It's lighter, so if you're looking for a fraction lighter bow, I wouldn't normally consider the 3D, but I would consider this 3D. I was very, very impressed about the balance of this bow, and I have to compare the Perform to this bow because the balance and everything on this bow is just, it feels perfect. So I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Enjoy your archery and PSE. Make a great product, and their service is just the best. I had a person drop a line saying, I lost a screw off a cam, and thanks Stephen for telling me about their service. I brought the bow because of you. The screw came loose, and I just got on the phone to PSE, and 2 days later I've got a set of screws. That's what PSE is like, and that's why I like the company. With other companies, I have all these bows in bits and I can't get the parts. So people go, oh, you're so PSE pro. Actually, I try and be fair to each company about how people improve and why one product outsells the other product. This is an awesome product. This is awesome. So anyway, enjoy it and try it. Don't take my word for it. Go and try it. Stephen Hand, thank you very much for watching. Bye.